Hello everyone, I received a lot of support on my last tips and tricks video, and I wanted to give you all some more tips, especially with the release of the new wipe. Now that it's been a couple of days, we have a little bit of experience with everything in the new wipe. So this video will consist of tips for new players and experienced players in Ghost of Tabor. So if you like this type of content, or you get a helpful tip from this video, or even if you have a tip for people from yourself, please just leave that down in the comments and let me know, and maybe I will talk about that if we have another tips and tricks video in the future. And without further ado, let's get it started. So to start it off, I want to correct some of the errors that I had with my last tips and tricks video. I told you guys to turn off the generator before you get off for the night. That's not always the case. If you are growing plants, or if you have enough crypto mining, enough GPUs to cover the cost of the gas to run daily, then you want to make sure to leave your generator on so your plants will still grow and you'll get the crypto mine. The other tip that I gave you guys was to use a spoon with cans whenever you're eating. Well, that's not always the case if you are eating tangerines, fruit cocktail, or peaches, or if there's any other fruit in the game. You want to make sure to eat that without the spoon. You want to just eat it straight out of the can. But if it is the other fruit items not listed as a fruit, then you want to make sure to use a spoon so then you don't get as dehydrated. So for one of the newer tips, I wanted to bring us to the water jug. The water jug was recently added with the last wipe in order to make it easier to water your plants. Although the water jug makes it easier to water your plants, because before is what you had to do is you had to grab the little cups that you would get and you would have to pour it in, then you have to go over to the sink and fill it back up, and then you'd have to come back up here, pour it back in. It was just a hassle to move them around. So that's what you had to do before. So now we get this water jug, which this jug will go to about, this is from when I had a completely empty watering system here. It went down to about that. So this jug gives you an entire full one of these tanks and a little bit more. What I wanted to show you is that this is still a pain to have to hold this upside down like this for a while until this watering can fills up. So what if I told you you didn't have to hold it? What if I told you you could just leave this here, this water here, and this will fill up? So is what you need to do is you need to grab the water jug and you just need to place it upside down on the edge here. Now you see I got it the first time. Sometimes it'll fall off, but in a little bit you will see that this water is rising, and it's all that I'm doing is leaving this here. Let's do a little test here. We'll put our finger where is equal with the water, and look, as you can see, the water is rising, and I don't even have to hold that. I could go around and I could go fill up my gas, which I'll go do right now, and then we'll come back. We'll see how filled that is. Easy way to fill up your gas is to have a gas can that is full. So now that I have a gas can that is full, you literally just turn it upside down here, and you could leave this here as well. That'll fill up your gas. I'll probably waste some gas doing that, but it's fine. And we come back over here, and you can see, look, this is still filling up, and I don't even have to hold it upside down forever. So make sure to use this one all the time. It's a great tip. So the next new tip that I will give you is in this same room right here. So as you can see, I'm growing these little plants, and these little plants allow me to produce NRSs. You take these little seeds, you open it up, and you put the seeds into the holes. There'll be little divots. It'll just drop right into the hole. Like, you just push it down and it'll go into it. Eventually, after keeping this watered, keeping the generator on, you will grow your plants up high and tall. You'll be able to grab them with the grip button, and then they will produce into these. As you can see, I have a stockpile of them, and that's where I want to get to with this tip, is to stockpile these up. You don't want to use them all in your low-level med bays. As you can see, I have my med bay level 2. So if you want to make an NRS, you go over to here, and you open up, well, it locked it. Go over to here, you open this up, you put the product in there, and you close it. Well, you have to open this up because I accidentally did one. Put them right there for now, close that, and you see it will produce more NRSs. See? Now every time it's going to produce 2. But if you have your med bay at level 3, it will produce, I think, 6. I think it produces the whole entire amount there. So you want to make sure to stockpile up that until you get med bay level 3 so you could get the most out of your plants. Now the next tip I want to give you guys is, I talked about the missions to always have a mission active in the last tips and tricks, but what missions to do? I would make sure to level up Spectre to level 3. That will allow you to access a lot of the good guns like the Tapco SKS and unlock the Scar and other good weapons. So some of the better missions are things like this. I like to put on these because they're passive. This will happen whenever I'm playing. You know, over time I will kill people, hopefully. But if you're not really good with PvP, like I would never say do these kill 5 players with bolt action rifles without dying. You'll probably never get that one done unless if you get really lucky. But like stuff like this, you could do the 5 raids to kill 25 Fenix with an SMG. If you wanted to focus on Fenix, you could go over to the Maka Underground and run around with an SMG. And then if you're going to pick a thing to kill the Fenix with SMG, you also want to pick the missions that kill 15 Fenix with any SMG. So then you could double up on your missions. So I would focus on Spectre first, and then you're probably going to want AP ammo, because AP ammo is a huge thing in this game. It does so much damage. So you want to level up Jiri's next. Now you may be thinking Shiro because Shiro sells ammunition, but Jiri also sells ammunition, and the missions are a little better. Like here's another passive one, kill 25 players and 25 Fenix. So if you're doing the Fenix thing before, and if you have this kill 25 players, it kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. You could do the passive like kill 10 raids. But the Jiri ones are pretty passive until you get to like, wants you to complete 5 raids without dying, then that's going to be, you know, a little bit of a struggle. There is a trick if you want to do the complete the 5 raids without dying one. You could go over to the missile silo and pretty much spawn in, hide near an extract, and then once the extract opens, then just leave. Or hide in somewhere where you know nobody's going to come. I just don't like to do those missions because that's a little boring for me. So my ammo bags are a little bit of a mess, but the next tip is going to be to keep all the ammo mags you find. Here's some AK ones, but the thing is with the ammo mags is you could refill these over at the ammo station, and you could fill them with AP or whatever. You just have to make sure that they're empty mags. But you want to have them so you don't have to go and buy mags all the time. I could easily just grab these, go load them up with AP, and then I could go and load it into my gun, and then I don't have to worry about going back to the market and then having to find the mags that I need. With keeping all the mags for your guns, also keep attachments. I keep almost every attachment that I could. Sometimes I won't keep like these little tiny rails. I normally don't keep because I don't even use them. The flashlights, this is from the first day of wipe. I grabbed these flashlights and I just have not grabbed any more because I'm never going to use them. So I just sell them. But like things like sights and grips are always good to keep, and sometimes lasers as well. My last tip and trick that I have for you guys today is still in the same room, and that is the ammo pouch. This ammo pouch goes down here on your hip. Not everybody knows that. When I first tried to use this ammo pouch, I was trying to equip it to a chest piece and it just would not work, and I'm like, what is going on? But now you know they go on the hip. Use your grab button and you could grab ammo out of them. You have to put ammo in it, obviously. In order to fill up this ammo pouch, you could literally just stand it up. I like to stand it up in here just in case if I miss some ammo. You open up your ammo box and then you literally just let it drop in like that. Shotgun shells aren't going to go in as easy. You could always just place them in if you don't want to just drop them in like that, and they'll go right in. You throw this on your hip, and then if you're running around with the double barrel, you'll have extra 12 gauge ammo to be able to load it up, or with rifles or anything with low ammo count. I was doing it with the VSS bullets because when you first get the VSS, it only has 10 bullets in this mag, so it's a little bit easier to fill those up with bullets instead of holding on to 50 magazines in my backpack, whereas I could just hurry up and fill them up real quick as I'm walking or something like that. So those are all the new tips that I have for you guys, and me correcting some of the old tips that I gave you in the last video. Like I said, if you guys have any tips you want to share with me, maybe I'll give you a shout out if we make another tips and tricks video. Let me know, throw it in the comments, leave a like, throw those subs in there, Everything is greatly appreciated. I appreciate all your guys' support. I've been getting a lot of nice comments in my videos, so I appreciate that. Thank you guys. And that's all that I have for you guys. So have a great day.